What's going on, Blues? Welcome back to Life as an Evertonian. What did I say, Blues? I said that this Everton team is a better away side, and David Moyes' men have proven that again tonight. Um, we've not won at Villa Park for 10 years. 10 years. And I've heard the noise. We all hear it. We hear the split. We hear the divide. I get the messages about David Moyes. I'm telling you now, only David Moyes can go there and get that type of result on how we've been feeling and what we've been watching at the Hill Dickinson Stadium last week. I welcome this away trip to Aston Villa. I've said it in my content. Go and check it out. I welcome this trip to Aston Villa. And was I hopeful? In an away mindset, I was. Could we find that Forest type performance, that Man United performance? And we did in abundance. That is our best away performance, probably our best performance as a team this season. Blues, and it's this roller coaster continues. We're in the top half of the table, top 10 in the league, 3 points off top five. The big one is coming up against Leeds United on Monday night, a week on Monday, a week tomorrow. And you can see that they've worked hard this week. They've worked so hard this week in training. The rest has done them good. The legs in midfield today. And listen, I won't have anybody say, and I've defended him in my previous content again, I won't have anybody say that Merlin Rowe is a bad footballer. You can't judge a lad who's just come in, who's been plagued with an injury, who's just had an hernia operation, Blues. Yes, he was awful. He was awful the other week. A lot of them were. Majority of them were. But the legs today, we thought we'd scored after 10 seconds, 11 seconds. Played back to Pickford, straight from kickoff. He's pumped it up. Barry's made a noose of himself. He has done all the game. Merlin Rose chopped it on his left foot. He's hit it like a slight miss hit on his right. It's trickled and hit the post. We thought it were going to trickle in. But it weren't meant to be, Blues. We started on the front foot and we managed to contain Aston Villa. We stopped them playing between the lines. We came in narrow. Even Dwight McNeil were doing his job in a defensive shape. I said what does Dwight really offer other than cover an area? But he did more than that today. He did. And he played a part in the goal. Obviously, Villa mistake. And Dwight has obviously put it on his trusty left foot. He's hit it. It's popped out to a save from Martinez. It's popped out to Tieno Barry. And what a cute finish. That's somebody who's full of confidence. He's full of confidence to finish like that, Blues. And again, he were poor last week. This Hill Dickinson Stadium, we have to find a way, Blues. And I'm hoping it's going to happen on Monday night against Leeds United with the return of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I really do. I've got a feeling it will. I think this is the time and this is the chance now where Everton can push. We've got all the players coming back. Not all, but we'll have the lads from the AFCON coming back in Idrissa Gana Gueye and Iliman Ndiaye. But obviously Dwight did a job on that right-hand side. I thought Tyler might have started. But obviously he went with Dwight. I thought Jack Grealish played so well today in winning fouls. The defensive unit of Jake O'Brien, who, let me add, that weren't offside. It weren't offside. Harrison Armstrong weren't interfering with play. He's not touched the ball. He's not in front of the goalkeeper. Yes, he was offside with the initial cross. He's jumped up for it. Villa had no chance of defending that against Jake, even if he wouldn't have been there. Harrison Armstrong not being there. It would have been 1-0. So harsh. So harsh. And obviously, I was fuming. Blues. Like, here we go again. Week in, week out. Finding something, VAR. Finding something. But we stuck to the task. And we went in at half time. Pickford's done a few saves. They've hit the bar. He's made an absolute worldie of a save going in the top bag. Unbelievable. And they've stuck together. Tarkowski's had a brilliant game today. Mikalenko, so good defensively. It's almost like when this team, the backs are against the wall, we're struggling to field, a solid side or not a best side, and we come away with a performance like that, Blues. You know, um, and Moyes needs a lot of credit, and people keep jumping on and they're saying he's not the man, and dinosaur tactics. Superb result today, Blues. We haven't won there in 10 years. Villa have only lost once this season there. And do you know what? You know what Villa do sometimes? They do mess around with that ball. When it comes out from Martinez, I've seen they made mistakes against Palace, but Everton have pressed and they've got a little bit of luck. We found ourselves 1-0 up and they weren't breaking us down. And that is a masterstroke again from David Moyes, and it is from this resolute dogs of war defensive performance and the legs in midfield. Merlin Rowe never stopped running. I tell you now, I can come on here and say categorically now, today, on the 18th of the 1st, 2026, Jimmy Gardner is going to the World Cup. I'm telling you now, two shoulder again today. Jimmy's ran that game. Harrison Armstrong looks like he's 26, never mind 18. The midfield was superb. So good. And Jack winning the free kicks and getting up the pitch. Malenko were finding wide areas. The balance looks so much better when we've got a right back at right back. And fair play to Nathan Patterson, because, to be honest, that lad should have kept his place. Moyes got that wrong. He got it wrong after the Forest game. But he's done another shift tonight. And it just adds and gives that better balance. If Everton can bring in a right back, they bring in a right back. If they don't, let's hope. And I hope they do. I do. I really do hope they do. Good to see Seamus on the bench today. It was a shock to me, that, to be fair. I knew he was on the grass this week. But I didn't predict that he was going to be on the bench. And it's building the confidence in Nathan Patterson, because Moyes needs to obviously gain that trust and confidence from Patterson. But what we want to see from Patterson is playing week in, week out. He's been plagued with so many injuries since he's moved to Everton. Let's hope he's overcome them. Let's hope now this lad can kick on. Let's hope he can play an integral part to this Everton team this season. So, but we know we need, I'm not getting carried away, boys. I'm not. We know we need new fullbacks. But when it comes to a defensive unit, Mikalenko's very, very good. And, I think to myself, can we bridge that gap? Can we break that mold? Can we go and beat Leeds next week? Can we push and be contenders for playing European football? We're then going to need a bigger squad. More players are going to be attracted to come to Everton. We've got the likes of Keenan Dewsbury Hall to come back, Idrissa Gana Gueye to come back, Iliman Ndiaye to come back, Michael Keane, Jared Branthwaite. And we're going to improve, even though that performance today from that defence, we are going to improve when Jared comes back. But I thought Jake was superb today. Tarkowski was superb. They all were, and every single one of them. And I've come on here and I've been critical with Dwight McNeil and stuff, but he grafted today. 1 foot McNeil, always on that left peg, but he grafted. He put a serious shift in. They all did, Blues. I'm proper pumped. Superb win. A massive 3 points. I didn't predict that 3 points. I'll be honest, I didn't. But I tried to live in hope. And David Moyes and this Everton team are more than capable. They're more than capable, Blues, of going to Villa and picking up 3 points. They're more than capable going anywhere this season and picking up 3 points. What an away performance. Unbelievable. So, Blues, I'm going to leave this one there. You might see that I'm virtually clean shaven. You won't see me like this much. But I've been ill with the flu all this week, and I just needed to get the beard off and feel clean, because I've been coughing and spluttering and fever, and I just needed to get the beard off. So let me know your thoughts on the beard. My wife says I look about 15 years younger. I'll take that. But I'm going to leave this one there. Up the toffees. Unbelievable. David Moyes, unbelievable. Tieno Barry, unbelievable. Merlin Roll, unbelievable. Jimmy Gardner, class. Absolute class. Jack, we love you. Honest to God, Blues. Every single player today, unbelievable. Up the toffees. And I'll see you in the next one.